Hey, I thought we'd do something different today, and I thought I would play a little something for you. Dude, I don't play. I barely play the radio. But there's a guy in my church who used to play. He's just too old now. Uh, but when I first came here, on occasion, he would get up on stage and he would play and sing, and, and man, he's good. And I can imagine when he was younger. Man, he would probably light his guitar up when he was on stage. And he was so gifted and talented and just a lot of natural ability. He could probably just jump in with anybody and he could play, country or bluegrass and gospel. And when he would take the stage, man, people just love it. And just time caught up to him. And his fingers just can't find the strings, and he just can't find the chords, and he just can't move fast enough through the riffs. But I've gotten to know him over the last couple of years, and this is what I've learned. He knows he can't play anymore. I know he can't play anymore. Some of the people in church haven't figured that out yet. It's funny how people think, whatever you do, like you just do it, and that age doesn't factor in. Once a guitar player, always a guitar player, and that this guy can still get up and play and sing those gospel songs that they love, but he just can't. But what I've learned about him is he still appreciates being asked. And it's funny, even though he knows he can't, and I know he can't, on occasion, he'll say, give me a couple weeks, let me work on it. And, Friday before Sunday, he'll call and say, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to play this week. But he still appreciates being recognized for what he used to do and being asked to still play. So fast forward, this gentleman's sister passed away recently. I don't know her. Had no clue he even had a sister. But I knew, because I know his story, I've built a friendship with him. I knew that for me to attend his funeral would be really important to him. Even though I didn't know her family, don't know her friends, I was pretty sure that when I went to the funeral, I would know my friend and his wife, and that would be it. Well, I found out Sunday morning before church that his sister had passed away. Someone came in and said, do you know his sister passed away? And I did not. And they said, the funeral's this afternoon. I thought I knew what my Sunday looked like. Church, and then lunch with Rhonda, and then I was going to spend the afternoon out my wood shop, and then youth group Sunday night. But I knew, like I said, I know his story, I know his friendship. I knew that it would be really important to him that I showed up. And so after church, I told Rhonda, I said, I've just had a curveball thrown at me. So Rhonda and I grabbed a quick lunch, and I went to the funeral. And I made sure I walked up to him and greeted him and loved on him and made sure that he saw me and that I was there. And I was right. That was huge and important to him. So I tell you about this man to tell you this. And it's easier in a small church than a big church. And it goes back to some of the other videos I've talked about. Knowing your people and knowing their stories. And that helps you know where and where not to engage in their lives. About a year ago, we had a lady in our church, older lady, and her brother died. She didn't let me know. And I make it a habit to check the obituaries on occasion, probably once a week or so. And I saw that her brother had died and called her and talked with her. And she just made it very clear, don't come to the funeral. You don't have to come. You didn't know him. You're not going to know anybody. So if I would have shown up at the funeral, totally indifferent to her. But again, I know her. I know her story. And as I'm walking and journeying with her, I'm learning where, for her, it's appropriate to engage in her life. And so as you minister to people in your church, again, get to know their stories, get to know what's important to them, and you're going to learn where in their life along their journey they're going to want and expect and need points of contact from their pastor. Again, he'll probably never strum a guitar again, but he loves to be asked. And I didn't know his sister, but it was an impact moment for his pastor to show up and be there for him. Keep your eyes wide open, learn their stories, learn their lives, and when it's appropriate, engage and make contact. Love you.